Alright, let's get back into this. I think today we're going to try to lure out the Umbrage Lord. We are still working on some of our armor. Okay. Let's see. Expedition 1 is giant hunting. Expedition 2 is gathering coal. 1 is almost out of food apparently. Well, they got a large variety, but yeah, we need to go pick up more food and collect that armor anyways.
Over the last few weeks, you heard tales of a dragon roaming the skies.
Damn it.
Travelers tell tales of their daughters being taken by the monster, and you hear its roar loud and clear in the night. 2 children have already fallen prey to the beast. But there are rumors of a man who said he can rid the land of the drake for the right price. If you wish to investigate, just follow the roar.
There's 2 children gone.
The swamps are always filled with mystery, suspicious shadows, eerie sounds, and alluring lights. So when you see a huge pile of mud with a pair of 2 enormous yellow eyes staring at you and waving its hands in a gesture of peace, it is perhaps less surprising than it should be. The mud pile speaks to you.
Hello there, fellow travellers. Nice, swampy weather we have here today. So, here's the thing. I need your help with a wee little thing, and I can pay, okay? Fantastic. Look, first I got this as your reward.
You see a skeletal hand emerging from the swamp, grasping what looks like a treasure map.
Now, I am embarrassed to say, as a mud troll, that I am in fact stuck. Okay, no laughing. I dunno how it happened, but there it is. Stuck as a log. Pull me out and the map is yours. Deal?
Deal. It should be an easy physical challenge. Oh yeah. And we will get rid of one of their offense, as well as one of the tactic cards. Like so. Confuse that one. And now we should take no damage. So either way, she kills whichever one she attacks. She kills the other. He and the vampire do cleanup, and we're done.
You manage to free the troll from the swamp.
Please don't tell anyone about this, like, ever.
It gives you the map, mumbles something about a blessing of the great troll, and hurries off without another word. It looks really embarrassed. A new location is added to the world. You lose your footing and fall into a really deep ditch. You quickly realize you are not alone, and that you have fallen into a viper's nest.
So this is my gathering group. Sadly, they don't have enough folklore to attempt to subdue them with music, so we will just climb out, because they're also not really strong enough, I think, to take on vipers. Let's get a little poke action, and then we will counter offense. Counter tic-tac. He kills that one. This one only takes 10 to die, so there's that. And then these guys clean up. Easy peasy.
You manage to climb up before the snakes attack.
Yes, I know they're almost out of food. I'm working on it. I don't remember what this place of interest is right outside our gates, so I'll check that out after doing this. Alright, we don't need as much wood. Probably don't even need any wood, but just in case. Get rid of all this miscellaneous stuff. Keep the random bits of food. Get rid of the string and wicker and the child. Alright, I need more of whatever our cooked food is. Let's go ahead and take 300 of it. I have one too many people in this party for my objectives, so I am going to drop off the elf. Yeah. Let's see. So I got plenty of food, plenty of wood. The gear. What did we get? We got perception. Oh, no. It comes with perception. We got folklore on it. Okay, herbalism, find weakness, and distraction. None of them good quality. That's unfortunate. Well, it's still the best armor. We just didn't get lucky on the rolls like I wanted. So, starting with our warriors. She has 7 folklore. She's probably going to have the highest out of everyone. No, he's got 10. I stand corrected. So you get the folklore armor, which is that one. You lose your leech, but that's okay. What else we got? Herbalism, find weakness, distraction. I kind of feel like if he's strong enough to... Oh, he is with the giant belt. He would benefit the most from the herbalism. Yeah. Okay, so we have 2 more left and a good quality dragon armor. Our other options are find weakness and distraction. He already has the... Oh. I gave him a 4 distraction, that's why. Interesting. Okay. So what else we got? She has the high-end armor. We'll let her keep that. So, she does not have anything special about her, sadly. So maybe I will start by giving her the good quality dragon armor. Moving on. He has distraction. So he will benefit from that. Does anybody have find weakness already? It looks like that's a no. And everyone has dragon armor, at least. Okay. Then we will give her the find weakness. And we will hand those back to be used by other people. He's already got it. Yeah, let's upgrade her. He needs armor. Elf needs armor, and the other bandit needs armor. Well, that worked out conveniently. Okay, she's got 2 more that she's working on, and then we're out of coal for the time being. So, what was a good one to make? There's like a tree root type that gives medic skill, if I remember right. I don't have the coal. I could use a diamond, but that's a bit wasteful. Let's just use the wicker. There we go. Bloodstone. 4 medic. Let's see if we can do better, though. That was with mithril. 3 medic. What about dragon leather? Still 3 medic. So... it looks like 4 is going to be the best. Or we could do Medic and will. Maybe. Strength, not really needed. Traps. That's interesting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the medic and will. So I need one for each group, which means I need 3 of them. I don't have enough wicker to do that. We'll just go with 2 then, for the expeditions. Okay. Now, let's check out what this place of interest was. Because I
You
forgot.
find the area marked X on your map, but it seems like it's just a pile of stones. You take some time to move the rocks, but there is still not much there. It could well be that the supposed treasure is buried beneath, but since there are no signs of it, it may be a false lead, or maybe it was just a very long time ago.
So this must be the reward from helping that troll. This is going to be simple. I'm just going to auto-resolve it.
The dig took long hours, and you now fear you may collapse soon, so when you finally hit what looks like a chest, you hope to the gods it was worthwhile. You open up the chest and find some of the stuff has long been broken or rotted away, but amongst the rubbish there are still a few gems.
So at this point, it really wasn't worth it. I don't need any of this. Should have just killed the troll for the hell of it. What are the odds that there is another giant's den that we needed? Apparently not gonna happen, at least not visible. So, guess we will head south and see what we can uncover.
An unusually big and strange-looking black rooster was seen perusing your village barn. You suspect this may be a cropsey, a domesticated field demon who can bring great fortune to its host. But beware, if it deems you to be a bad farmer, it may instead damage your crops or play nasty tricks.
Let's let it do what it wants.
The cropsey seems happy with your work, and so your people bring in more crops from the fields and your gardens give more fruit.
Nice. Alright, we got some levels. Our sage becomes a better medic, which is awesome. Lots of health. I always like to see that. So that was a good level. How about Expedition 1? A little bit of health, a little bit of strength. Hodgepodge of other things. It's not too bad. And our village. Health, gathering, and hodgepodge skills. Okay, overall not bad. We completed another armor. What are the odds that this is what I need now that I'm leaving? Well, I shouldn't say need, what I wanted. It is good quality with speech. Meh. Somebody will use it eventually. Let's check out the house. Or not. Next turn. Anything worthwhile? Why not? Let's get some exotic fruit and some meat.
As you explore the land, a long shadow covers the sun for a moment. When you try to take a closer look, it is already gone, but you could swear it was a very large person walking away. You are about to turn away when you notice that the strange apparition left behind a thread of black smoke.
So this is our gathering group. This might not go so well. Look like I can get some poke going on, then he kills it. Let's throw her out. It's not gonna be enough. Those guys are a little scary. Now I think it's time to start counter offensing. And I don't think any of these counter tactics are going to work. So, I could first action somebody. That might be helpful. But I guess I could first action her to kill this guy. He's still only going to do 20, so not exactly worth it at this point. We've got a lot of damage incoming. The snake can absorb a lot of it, and he doesn't do a whole lot himself. So I think that's the play. I can shield for a little bit more, and I can add more damage. I think shielding her and adding damage is a better play. Shield. Support. Send her out. And then get closer with her. So we killed 2 and we didn't lose anyone yet. That's about to change though. So we killed 3, lost 2. Lost 3. So 3 to 3. It's not a good trade-off. In the meantime, let's counter offense. He throws 2 out. That's unfortunate. Well, let's go ahead and poke 1. And counter offense the other. Yeah. Then should be able to kill that one. Let's go ahead and get him closer. First action, interesting. Oh well. So he's gonna die, sadly. But we got this now. No more poke, but that's okay. We'll counter tic-tac. Let him get both out. This one's got 10 damage incoming and we need to do 17. Well, he can take the damage and then those combined is 17. She kills that one and then clean up.
You outrun the strange smoke, and you still feel a chill running down your spines as you move farther away from the danger. One of you runs so fast they feel nimbler thanks to this mad escape.
Okay. And now we've also completed the progression victory. I'm still going to keep playing. I really want to kill the Umbridge Lord. Let's double check this. Yeah, we just completed the advancement victory by that being our 30th 4+ school challenge. And we have enough experience to get him to level 4, I believe. Let's check that out. 2, 3, nope, 3.5. Still impressive in one run. Alright, break camp, check out the house.
Following the instructions laid out by the shack, you find an old worker's hut, hidden away from prying eyes by a strange, unnatural mist. The air around this place is thick and cold, and yet the mist smells of ginger and honey. The more you look at the house, the more alluring it becomes. Within the house, you hear the faint laughter of children, followed by sporadic sobs and even screams. You enter into the main chamber and see a large furnace still burning hot, despite there being no signs of smoke outside. There is a tall stack of old rugs lying by the furnace and nothing else. You hear a crying child as if it were sitting inside the flames. Before you stands a tall, ragged woman with wild eyes and a crooked grin on her face. She wears a torn-up dress, sadly revealing her dried-up, long breasts. She has long, sharp nails, and her hair is wildly disheveled. Perhaps she was once a young, even a pretty woman. but the form that stands before you now is worn down by forces beyond nature. She stretches out her hands before you.
My children, have you come back to me?
Although you have heard the tales of a Baba Yaga, an evil witch hell-bent on killing children, you have heard from the wise ones that this poor creature is most likely trapped in her own body, dead but unable to die. She was once a mother who lost her children to a sudden, brutal death, forced to watch helplessly as her kin perished in torment. Her soul died along with her children, yet her body did not, thus leaving a creature tormented from within, driven to utter madness and despair. Some of these poor women indeed become the witches from the tales. In their madness, they seek out children and try to care for them, only to realize that death is their sole gift. This drives them ever deeper into the depths of insanity. You know how to protect yourself from the witch's curse, but killing her is still not an easy feat. If you strike down the witch with mortal weaponry, she will be banished for a time, but not dead. The only way to truly defeat Baba Yaga is to fight the very curse that befell her, but only those with magic can do that.
Let's attempt it.
Luckily, you have among you those who can weave the winds of magic, and so they prepare for the grueling ritual of cleansing.
So this is not going to be easy. 13, that would be 14, 16, 17. So it would be just enough to kill it, assuming the vampire attacks to the left. What are our other options? That's not going to work. That would work. Counter offense 7. She's got a good counter tic tac. He has a confuse that might work, otherwise the offense will work. Maybe on the offense, no, I'm pretty sure on his. Yeah, let's get another body out. Oh, so there are some level 4s in there. Well, let's counter offense. Ooh, it's level 8? Yes, it is. That's unfortunate, but okay, we will make do. Alright. What to do now? So, if she attacks to the left, these two combined kill that one. If she attacks to the right, then her and him combined will kill that. If we're unfortunate and she attacks to the right and he attacks to the left, we got a lot of bad things happening. We have potentially up to 10 damage coming at us for whatever we put here. That means we have to put this guy just to survive, and then these. Oh, I should have shielded him. Damn it. Well, we can shield her for one, and then I guess it's better to just get closer with these two. Okay, that actually worked out pretty well in our favor. All things considered, we only lost one, and they're down to the last two. That's a good trade-off in my book. Let's go ahead and poke it. Their poke does nothing. She's going to do 3 damage, so we need to do 7 to it to kill it. Which the poison will work for him. And then these two can clean up.
You break the evil curse that tarnished the soul of Baba Yaga.
So what happens?
For a second, a young woman appears before you, dressed in her wedding garb and pregnant. She smiles, then her spirit floats away and her body turns into dust.
Interesting. The image doesn't quite fit the description, but okay.
A strange instinct tells you to inspect the floor, and you discover a hidden entrance. Inside a small dark hole, you find several children. Some are sadly perished, but some can be rescued.
So we just replaced the 2 that the dragon took from us. So that was definitely worth it. Let's see what this dark patch has. Hopefully we'll encounter a giant or 2. We still need to kill 3 more to lure out the Umbrage Lord.
The whole land is shaken with tremors. Groans and thudding footsteps are heard throughout. The tremors and wild groans eventually stop, but they leave you with a sense of dread.
Nope, just some ruins. Hey, we got the Holy Hog. This thing causes a lot of funny events to happen, and some of them are really damn good. So everyone gets a blessing of health for a while. Villagers will keep it forever because of the tree of blessing that we built. And then like every few days that hog will have another event that gives us bonuses in some way. Let's check out these ruins.
You stumble across some ruins of an old city engulfed in mist and mystery. You search the buildings and discover a supplies store still intact.
Okay. Not exactly needed anymore. We got an enemy here. Let's see what they're about. Oh, it's just some bats. I really need some giants. Where could they be? Let's go check out down here. Spider Queens are easy now. I'm just gonna auto resolve. Let's see. Don't need the necklace or the ring, and definitely not the cape.
Today was a good harvest day, and some of the village folk even managed to brew some samagon, a strong spirit not for the weak-hearted.
So if you don't have good herbalist skill or good gathering skill or stuff like that, especially at the beginning of the game, it's better to just not drink and go to sleep, because you have to do a sickness challenge, and if you fail, everyone gets sick and they take wounds.
The samagon kicks in like a speeding troll ramming itself into your head. You collapse into your beds in hopes of sleeping it off. At night, a nasty little demon, Gnichia, is attracted by your libations. The creature rests on top of your chests, squeezing the air out and meddling with your minds, trying to take your willpower to feed itself. It is making your heads hurt and your guts turn and twist.
But at this point in the game, this is going to be a very easy fight, even with the poke. What do we got? Counter tactic, confuse with some counter offense. That'll work. Counter tactic. Then we'll just throw out our best warriors. I guess all of them, and they'll clean up.
You fought off the nasty Gnichia, and although you feel sick the next morning, it is nothing more than the usual hangover. The whole village actually feels healthier after you defeated the demon, and you discover its body has turned into precious stones. Following the instructions laid out by the shack, you find an old worker's hut, hidden away from prying eyes by a strange, unnatural mist. The air around this place is thick and cold, and yet the mist smells of ginger and honey. The more you look at the house, the more alluring it becomes. Within the house, you hear the faint laughter of children, followed by sporadic sobs and even screams. You enter into the main chamber and see a large furnace still burning hot, despite there being no signs of smoke outside. There is a tall stack of old rugs lying by the furnace and nothing else. You hear a crying child as if it were sitting inside the flames. Before you stands a tall, ragged... Although you have heard that you know how to protect yourself. Luckily, you break the evil curse that tarnished the soul of Baba Yaga. For a second, a young woman appears before you, dressed in her wedding garb and pregnant. She smiles, then turns back into an older woman, but this time she seems more human.
Thank you, my children. You have rescued my soul. Now I am yours to command. Will you accept my service?
Nice, so now we got a demon Baba Yaga to join us.
You agree, despite certain reservations. As a sign of goodwill, the Baba Yaga also frees some children she had stashed.
So I guess I can wait and see if she has the stuff equipped. I feel a sneeze coming on. And now that I said that, it goes away. Okay, she did have all of that equipped. We'll leave it on her for now. Pretty sure that's gonna be another ruin with treasure that I don't need. Skeletons! Hammer time! Followed by a little poke action. Don't have any counter offense, sadly, but we can counter tic-tac. Then we can poke again, and then send out the rest. And we should be good to go. Okay, let's keep heading south. Anything? Any giants would be appreciated. And now it's darkness. Searching right now is kind of pointless because I can't see much. Sadly. I don't know what we're fighting. So I guess I will manipulate them. Goblin boss and shamans. Should be okay. Emphasis on should. Let's gonna save the spear and we'll send her out. Okay, she's gonna do 19 damage. It's not quite enough to kill the shaman. We do have a confuse we could use, but I kind of want to save that for the goblin boss. So in the meantime, do a little poke. Send her out. That's a pretty damn good support ally. Then we will send out our Baba Yaga. That guy's gonna do 4 damage. He can absorb it. Okay, she doesn't do quite enough to kill. But I can get closer, and now she will. What else do we got? Let's go ahead and counter tic-tac. Okay, this must be the goblin boss. No problem. Don't need any of the gear, except I'll keep the bow. I'm sure there's still somebody who needs a bow. She can have it. Bats are easy. It's an auto-resolve.
Some elven travelers pass through your village to refill their supplies. They leave you a scroll which reads, "Mortal children, We are happy to inform you that our ancient city of Silver Oak is slowly rising from the ashes of the darkness we defeated together. You are, of course, invited to visit the sacred groves and learn from our old ways. There is no map, but you feel you know where to go.
And this is because we saved the cosmic tree. It just happens to be right next to my expedition group. So why not?
You find the hidden forest of Silver Oak. It feels like an enchanted land removed from grim reality. There are not many elves here yet, but you see small groups arriving all the time. You can trade supplies or train your people.
Why not? Let's get better at magic.
You are taken up into the crown of a great oak tree, and atop the canopy, you are faced with an elven mistress of magic.
Okay. Do the minor poke. He's useless right now. What else do we got? Counter offensive 5 is iffy. I could confuse that first one. I like that. Yeah. Then what else? He's got a really good shield. Or he has a small chance of getting rid of their final offensive card. I think I'll use her instead. Sweet. So, useless, could shield, useless, well, one shield I guess. Okay. What are my options here? I think I'll send her out and shield her. Then send her out to get poked immediately. Shield her up. Send this guy out, get closer, and you're kind of useless, but whatever. So we got rid of one at least. 2, 3, 4, and we didn't lose any. Holy crap. Lucky. Okay, we got both useless spears in our hand this time. It's unfortunate, but whatever. Yeah, let's get rid of the other offensive card. And they threw away theirs. Works for me. Let's go ahead and shield her. She'll now absorb both of his attacks, so that's not really a worry anymore. We just need to do one more damage. Well, screw it, let's just kill him in one turn. 7. And 7 would be 14. He will finish it off, and then we'll start to clean out the cards in the discard pile. Go.
You prove to be apt students, and you feel the winds of magic flowing within you. The elven mistress does not continue her lessons. Instead, she sends a hunter to teach you about animal kinship.
Well, that's better than the blessing. Did he already have animal kinship? He did not. She did not. He did, so that's good. And she did not. So his will be useful. We have a good chance of recruiting some wild animal during certain events now. Theirs, not so much. That cost us 500 food. So now we have to head back just to resupply. You would think that I would encounter some undead giants at the very least. They're like the weakest of the group, but still. Auto-resolve spiders, don't need that. The bow I'm sure I have use for.
The whole land is shaken with tremors. Groans and thudding footsteps are heard throughout. Many people get bruised and thrown about, but the tremors eventually stop.
She could use a bow. Break camp. Alright, let's drop off all of our miscellaneous stuff and then resupply. Drop off the kids. Hey, a good quality one. Thank you. So we'll take 300 of that. We'll drop off the Baba Yaga. It's 25 days worth of food. That's a good start. We have 3, 6, 8 types of food. Surely I can give 2 more. If I have anything worthwhile of giving. So, seaweed. Take 100 of it. And go ahead and take 500 fish. That's a good start. Man, where would I encounter some giants? Whatever, let's head this way. Daytime now, so at least I can see further. Gives us a better shot of finding one. Where am I going? I guess we'll check out the place to see and then start uncovering that darkness.
As you look around and admire the world, you see something of interest in the distance. You spot some smoke, as if coming from a chimney somewhere up ahead. Perhaps there is a small settlement nearby.
One skull spider, that's useless to me.
An old dwarf passes by your village, stopping only for a drink and a chat if you're willing. You share a drink and some stories. As thanks, the dwarf tells you of an old mine he knows. He marks the location on your map. He marks a route for a gold mine.
Cool.
Despite the daytime, the sky is suddenly overshadowed by a thick, dark mist that slowly engulfs everything in its way.
Hey.
The black mist remains a malicious reminder of the days of darkness and their everlasting hold on fear. Even the bravest of souls feels a sudden dread as the black cloud slowly seeps into every corner of their surroundings and wraps them up in a suffocating blanket of dark energy. You could swear you see twisted faces and silent screams from within the darkness. You feel a cold chill running down your spine, and dry sweat covers your trembling body. Your very soul is now infected with the cloud.
So I've never seen this option before because I usually don't focus magic. However, in this group I only have 3 people with the magic skill, 2 of which are less than 5. So I don't think I would succeed at that one. I'm just going to try to outrun it.
There are those amongst you that are not easily broken, even in the face of such dark terror. They help your group to stick together and slowly move away from the mist. Every step feels heavy and slow, as if your legs were made of lead. Your heart pounds like mad, and with the help of your strong-willed companions, you fight the instinct to stop moving. Eventually, you clear the fog and make your way to safety.
So a nice little permanent increase. And we gain some levels. Got a nice chunk of health there. I like. Again, lots of health. That's super nice. A little bit of gathering, a little bit of strength. I like. And our village. A little bit of health, some gathering, some strength. Nice. I'm seeing a trend. I like it. Don't really care about the smock. I want giants. Unliving rats. That's a joke. Hey, the holy pig. What are you giving me today? Nice. And 2 crappy spiders. But forget the spiders. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people gain a ton of stats. And then our witch becomes more intelligent and knowledgeable in folklore. That's beautiful. I love it. Okay, let's check out this place to see.
As you look around and admire the world, you see something of interest in the distance. You spot some smoke, as if coming from a chimney somewhere up ahead. Perhaps there is a small settlement nearby.
That's nice. Where's my group? So suddenly I can see that there's a wolf lair there. I wonder why I can see it when I have nobody near it. What are the odds that it'll show me something else? Like, I don't know, a giant's lair? Of course not. Not lucky like that. Unliving corpses, whatever.
You come to the Topaz building and see a massive round construct with a skylight and some sort of an altar in the middle. It looks decrepit and abandoned, and yet you feel an omniscient presence watching you. After taking a closer look, you see several wraiths circling the place aimlessly. You sense some magic binding these poor souls to this place, and you know the spell is now weak and could be broken. You could free the wraiths and cleanse this ancient building.
Sure, why not? It's 2, I'm just gonna auto-resolve it.
You have broken the spell, and you feel it has been lifted from this place. The wraiths wail at first, but you see their faces filled with relief as they disappear. With the underworld shut, they are likely not at peace, but at least they are no longer bound into servitude. You can salvage a lot of the topaz, and you feel fighting the strange building has bestowed a blessing upon you all.
Don't really care about the topaz as a blessing, but hey, permanent 2 magic on somebody who already had it, that's nice. I like. We just got better at magic challenges. More moonstone. That's cool, I guess. Damn it, where's a giant? That's all I want. I want 3 of them, but yeah.
Your scouts report something of interest nearby and mark it on your maps. They have spotted an abandoned settlement made out of several thatched cottages. You could salvage much straw and maybe even some stone from the houses. Beware though, the scouts also report that a nest of giant spiders has taken residence.
If only giant spiders counted for the giant counter, but nope. Somebody is about to starve. My expedition. Oh, yeah, they're past ready to come home. Oh, luckily I got other food to give them. So they can stay for 4 more turns. Okay, we have a suspicious house. That looks like a spider's nest. Bees, undead. Ruins, goblin village. Damn it, nothing looks like a giant's lair. Let's check out this suspicious house, I guess. Ooh. Hey, holy hog. What you got for me today? 4 cherries. I don't want to know where you got those cherries. Is that a giant? No, it's Topiax. Lame. How skilled am I at tactic challenges? And what are the stats most important for that? Tactical challenge. Our attack is intelligence and our life is will. So he's not bad. She's not so good. Mediocre. Bad. Good. Bad. Bad. Mediocre. Mediocre. Okay. Okay. Mediocre. I don't think that's enough for a 4-skull challenge. And my magic's not high enough. Well, maybe it is. Let's try it. I'll control it this time. Of course, I get both of my useless pokers in my hand. Let's see, what all can I do? Counter offense is a maybe. Any of his is useful. The rest is not so much. Alright, let's start with our vampire. Not quite strong enough to kill it in one go. She needs to do 2 more damage. Do I have a support ally? I do not. Unfortunate. However, I could shield her. That would be nice, but instead I'm gonna get rid of one of the offensive cards and give us a chance of killing this guy after her by putting Joramira in between. This has a pretty good shot of countering that last one. So let's go for it. Yes. Good. Good. Let's send out our witch next, I guess. Now we definitely want to shield her for what little we can. And then send her out. And I feel like getting closer with these two is the best option. And then these guys can just chill. Hello, Limey Honey. Yes, this is still the same one. I'm still hunting down. I need 3 more giant groups to lure out the Umbrage Lord. How are you doing today? You can't hear me at all? Let me check my playback, see if I've got anything at all. Yeah, my playback is showing that my volume's working. Check your audio. Okay, what am I gonna do now? So you can kill it in one go. That's pretty good. Let's get out another warrior. He's not gonna kill that one. I feel like counter offense is going to be my best play right now. You had the stream muted, yeah. And you had Thea running in the background, so it sounded like the sound for the game was going fine. Ah, yes, I've done that before. How are you doing today? Let's see, let's do a little poke. Then let's get rid of that last tactic card. Now we can send out the rest. And for the hell of it, get closer with everyone. That does damage at least. Nice. I always appreciate people who play Thea as well. What god are you playing as? So you don't need any of this gear. And let's continue the trek to the suspicious house.
The map leads you to the ruins of some old town. There are very few houses still visible, let alone standing, but there is one. It is clearly touched by the darkness. Its wooden beams are decayed, its stone foundations blackened, its windows hollow and dark inside. Yet despite this common enough decay, the doors to the house remain intact and shut.
Morena, level 1, or have you already played her before and gotten her leveled up a little?
You check the door and there are no traps, but the doorknob has some loose parts that seem sharp and rusty. They could have caused some injury or even disease. You avoid them and open the door. The stale air hits you in the face as you enter. There is a small hallway, unusual for the simple abodes you are used to, and at the end of the hallway, you see the entrance to another room and stairs leading down to the basement.
Okay, so you're getting bonus research only for Morena, if I remember right. Which, I mean, is helpful. You had ancient wood 2 times. Nice. I would totally build a blessed path just for that ancient wood then. God, yeah, because then you could just focus all of your gear on ancient wood style for like the first 3/4 of the game and you would be set. Let's see, should I enter the room or the basement? I feel like if there's going to be anything fun to play with, it's going to be the basement. You have another ancient wood only a day away? Yeah, I would totally build a blessed path, have one group harvesting it, and then send out a small expedition just to gather the other. Let's go with the basement.
You enter the stairs to the basement and find a candle lying on the floor. You light it and carefully descend downstairs. The chamber is cold and damp. There are spiderwebs and a thick layer of dust. The air is very dry and difficult to breathe. In the center of the basement, you discover a skeleton hanging from the ceiling, and another 4, including 3 children, lying neatly on the floor below. You have heard stories of the old days when the darkness first came, of people who watched their loved ones perish, and of those who took matters into their own hands, not wanting the evil to claim their lives. You hear the wailing of a woman coming from the top of the stairs.
So you also have 2 sets of elven wood a day away. At least for me, I would only focus on the elven wood until I've researched the ancient wood, and then I would just focus on that ancient wood over any other type of wood. Let's see what else can be done.
You know that the souls of the hanged, especially those who have taken their own lives, may become stuck or even transform into demons. In this case, however, you believe the ghost has attached itself to the house out of guilt and sorrow for what happened. The woman is likely unwilling to leave because this is where her family was before death. You can use a folk ritual passed down by the village wise woman to speak to such spirits and convince them it is time to let go.
Hey, a social challenge. I'm good at these. Alright, let's do a little poke action. Our best fighter. And we get a 3rd card. Ooh, the options. What to do. Counter offense. Where were you? There you are. So he kills her. He kills this one. Send out the next warrior. And what are the other options? Hey, counter offense yet again. And finally, let's do a little counter tic-tac. And now this fight is super easy. Time to clean up. We're done. Close up shop.
You barter with the spirit, and you see it change before your very eyes with every hopeful word you utter. The creature seems lighter, less angry, until finally it looks almost alive again. You cannot cure it of its affliction, neither can it cross to the underworld as the cosmic tree remains in ruins, but you feel you have lifted an awful curse from the ghost's soul.
But you have also already lost 4 people from random 2-skull monsters coming out of the fog. Ouch! What, how do you have your party split, Limey? Like, did you small expeditions out, or did it just be an unfortunate fight? Hey, Fisherton, how are you? Yeah, the social challenges always make me laugh because of the
The ghost speaks in a cheerful voice. Thank you, stranger, and, sorry I tried to kill you. Well, now that I am all good again, I will join you. You feel like this wasn't a question. The ghost also shows you an old family vault.
Wow, that's a pretty strong ghost. You had all your warriors in one party, and then your warrior party gets attacked, and you get owned. What? That's strange. Oh, so are you aware that if you're in a fight that you're pretty sure you're not going to win, you can surrender before you take any damage and you're just going to take a couple wounds? It's far more preferable than, you know, sacrificing somebody because you had a bad play. Alright, let's check out this ghost. She came with a 2-handed axe that's pretty damn good. Oh, we never put our... Do I need the belt anymore? I do not. How is his magic skill? Nice. We're halfway there to being invincible. Ah. Yeah, that's why you'll see me sometimes during my stream. I'll get all of my cards except one out on the board, and then I just slowly walk myself through how the fight's gonna go. That way I can make a snap decision if, oh, this is gonna just destroy me. That's when I run. But yeah, that's pretty unfortunate that you got such a strong fight on turn 7. Who doesn't have an artifact? They can just enjoy some strength for now. Maybe. I guess the ghost. You're now a strong ghost. Still no giants. Got some more snakes. Ah, they're only warp snakes. They're not a challenge. Damn it. Yeah, feels bad, man. Agreed. Yeah, that's a very unfortunate run for you. What's your difficulty percentage at right now for your run? Because a 3-skull fight in the first 10 turns is kind of ridiculous. Let's see. I'm pretty sure this is just gonna be ruins for a treasure. Ooh, ooh, what do we got? What do we got? I think it says undead army lair. Doesn't really help me. Should have just auto-resolved this. These guys are kind of pathetic. Send a little poke and then a hammer. Let's go ahead and kill that one. Next warrior. Three skull from an event? What event was it? Usually you get an option of skipping events like that. Let's counter offense. And we really don't need to do anything else. This fight was ridiculous. Easy, that is. I like that attack animation for the ghost. So yeah, undead army lair. I don't really care. I want giants. Alright, Expedition 2, you're done. Whoops. My bad. You're done. Head home. Did not mean to make you camp. Oh well. What do we got down here? Forest Guardians. Oh yeah, yeah. Every time I see that event, I just run. If I don't have close to end game gear, Alishi is pretty tough. That would be a much more interesting mechanic if they put that in the game, where like if you focus on a resource too much, something that considers it home or it's within its charge comes and attacks you. That would be pretty fun in my opinion. Unliving spiders should not be a challenge. Let's go ahead and poke you. You killed it easily. Ancient wood stuff is amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Ancient wood is one of the first things. Well, not the first thing, but it's close to one of the top 5 things I go for from the beginning of the game. My priorities is always nimblewood, spider silk, and then dragon leather. And then I go for ancient wood. Alright, hammer time. Hammer time again. Everyone else to clean up. And this fight's in the bag. That's interesting looking. Not very good, but looks interesting. Somebody joined us. A warrior. Nice. We need all the help we can get. Continue heading home. Hey, undead. Let's see how you auto-resolve a tactic fight. Pretty good. I'm sure somebody can use that. Definitely don't need the shields, though. Okay, Otkra needs a bow. Continue heading home. We got a new warrior. Oh yeah, we also got 2 malicious spiders earlier. Completely useless, but whatever. Trebi Slava. I feel like that's a combination of a couple languages. Hey, we got a medic skill armor. I think that's gonna go on our medic when they come back. So for her, let's just make her attractive. because why not? She has a spear. I disagree with that. Have a two-handed weapon and a crummy shield. And a bow. Spider's nest. Ooh, what do we got? What do we got? Damn it, Topiax again. I really want giants. 3 craftsmen, goblin skirmisher, and 6 others. That's an interesting group. If only I could get them to join me. Dragon leather. That's cool. Okay, Topiac. I guess I can play. But it's hammer time. Ooh, you had a poke. Interesting. Well, I think right now I'm just going to get rid of both of his tactic cards. Then confuse, confuse. So, she does 57 damage. Kills him, does half of his life or most of his life. And then she will finish up, clean up, we win. Thank you. Have a good day. Yeah. I don't remember what playthrough it was, but it was a couple months ago. I was on maybe turn 80. And this giant came out of nowhere and attacked me, and I was doing like 2 skull challenges and struggling with 3 skull challenges, and then this thing came out and just destroyed me. It was ridiculous. Don't need any of this, really. Yeah, it's definitely not worth it. I'm just gonna auto-resolve bees anymore. Giant? No, this is the other villager group, which is really... Oh, you know what? I bet these are the guys that I pissed off by saving the cosmic tree. That would be hilarious if it is. Well, let's see what you got. It's hammer time. Wow, you guys are weak. Oh, this is gonna be hilarious. So there's 6 of you dead. Make that 7. Ooh, you had a little spear. Just an itty bitty one. I don't think any of them is level 1. Probably not even level 2, so those aren't really worth it. But the counter tactics, on the other hand... Hey, you had a goblin boss. Check out my poke. And then we'll confuse you for the hell of it. Why not? First action. So 195% difficulty, I mean, it is decently high. I still don't think it justifies you having 3 skull challenges in the first 10 turns. I think RNG just decided to take a dump on you. Sorry. One skull fights. This is kind of ridiculous. More one skull fights.
Thea is not an easy place to grow up in, but alas, grow up we must. One of your children has matured into a young adult and is ready to join your village and rebuild Thea.
So many options. So my Expedition 1 is pretty much fully stacked at this point. Expedition 2 is going to need a few more people. They're gathering just fine, so I'm thinking I'm going to give them more warriors. And my village is perfectly safe. So yeah, let's go with warriors.
Becoming an adult is an important rite of passage. The whole village celebrates this joyous occasion. The youngster places a food offering at the altars of their gods, in thanks and in hopes for a good future.
Okay, so these stats are misleading because of the buildings I have in my village. Like the 7 magic comes from my totem. I think 5 or 6 of this damage comes from my barracks. But even so, that's still a pretty good attack stat for not having any weapons equipped yet. Let's go check them out. So my barracks gives 6 damage. So he's actually a 14 damage character, which is still pretty good. Make you attractive. I don't have any hammers for you, sadly. So let's just bank on the attractiveness. And then these guys can take some extra warriors. Let's drop off all of our miscellaneous stuff. Keep the food. And the coal. Now we can get back to crafting things. Okay, so our village has 17 people thanks to these worthless malicious spiders. They don't even have good strength either, so they're not good pack animals. It's so upsetting. I think it's better to leave them in the village just because of the extra stats they get from the buildings. As ridiculous as that sounds. So, Gostlav, you can join us. I need 2 more for a full group. Let's see, I could take those 2, and which will make me good at magic challenges. I kind of want the magic in my village though. There's a lot of events that require magic. But we can take the elf and the other warrior. There, full expedition. Well, I mean, he had no attractiveness. He was fugly. We helped him out a little. We gave him a beautiful axe and a beautiful set of armor. What else can we do? Is there anything worthwhile? Not really. Oh, how are we on food? We need more food. We need to cook more food. What am I doing? Village. You're eating fish. Cool. Why aren't we crafting food? Oh, the meat. I have not been paying attention. Fish. We got plenty of seaweed. And wood. Make that indefinitely. Cancel that one. We finally have more coal. Which means I'm going to continue gambling on a good roll for this armor. I guess the spiders are useful in this regard. Apparently looking rich solves all your ugliness. No. Oh, it's sad but true. My fiance is angry at me now. She overheard that. The hunt for giants continues. Skeleton tomb. Maybe I should start clearing some of these out in hopes that better stuff appears. Yeah, why not? Let's auto-resolve a hex. Get rid of everything. We don't need it. I'm getting low on food, so I should probably head back soon. Oh yeah, it's gonna take a while to get back. Oh, I should have been paying attention. It is gonna take 9 turns to get back. Yeah, let's head back.
The time of the cropping used to be a simple rite of passage in the Easterlands. Depending on the child's talents, it would either have its hair cropped to join the ranks of the warriors, or it would have its hair plaited to symbolize their aptitude for knowledge and the crafts. On rare occasions, the head would be shaved to signal the makings of a witch or a wise one. Now, at the time of the darkness, these rites of passage have become much more demanding and often lethal. Still, it is a way to make your people stronger and to give you a better chance of fighting against the darkness.
Okay, if you've never seen this event, there's a good reason why. You have to have a minimum of 6 children in your village for this event to appear. So if you see it and you're just starting the game, you need to not do this event, because you're going to lose all 6 children and have a chance of one of them growing up to be a good, like, better stats than if they would by growing up normal, but the others are going to die. Since I'm at the end game and I have 3 full parties and we're stacked to the gills at this point, I'm going to do it just to see if I can't get a badass warrior out of this, but I wouldn't recommend it if you're just starting a new game.
There are 3 rituals that your children can enter. One, the arena, which is more brutal and often more deadly. The other, spirit walking, less violent yet equally dangerous. Finally, there is the quiet room, where the risk is lowest. The arena is a test for those who are to become warriors or hunters. 6 children enter the fighting pits and only 1 emerges. The victor is blessed by the gods with strength to keep you safe. The spirit walk is an ancient ritual where 6 children enter a trance together and travel the spirit world. Some will never return, but those who prove worthy may become many things, including magic users or wise men and women who lead you with their knowledge. The quiet room is perhaps the safest trial, yet some may still prove too weak to endure it. 6 children enter. The room is sealed with no food and water, but only tools. More than 1 may emerge if they prove their wits, and they will join the ranks of the workers. All of these new members will be stronger than if they matured naturally.
So we've got basically a Hunger's Game thing going on, and I'm gonna hope I get Katniss right now.
6 children enter an arena prepared by the village elders. Swarms of vermin and lesser demons lurk in the shadows of the testing grounds. As hard as it is, the adults lock the arena doors and do not open them until a victor emerges. A young ranger proves that not only pure brawn can be deadly in the pits. The hair of the new fighter is cut, and they will now be trained by fellow fighters and hunters.
And not only did I get a female warrior, I got a ranger. I got my Katniss. Nice. You are being renamed right now. Yeah, I literally got Katniss. It's amazing. I love it. We're gonna need to craft some better gear for her, though. None of this is really worth it for her. I guess in the meantime, enjoy a spear and the speech armor for the time being. Okay, we brought back the coal. We're gonna need more diamonds to keep gambling for that armor, which is over here. So Diamond was right there. Oh, did we grab wood?
As the night veils the sky and stars shine down upon you, a mysterious traveler seeks your company. Your male companions are protesting something, but you do not really care what they say. The visitor is tall, dark, handsome.
So we have a male vampire, but if I remember right, Morena is the one that gives you a chance of recruiting a male vampire in this event. Horus gives us the chance to recruit a female vampire. Or I could have him backwards. I don't remember. Let's find out.
You try to speak to the man, but words fail you. You now see his face, and sure, there are fangs. Yes, his face is fierce, and his eyes those of a wolf. But you can feel the calling of Horus himself within this stranger. He smiles a sly, seemingly charming smile. Come to me.
Let's see if I have that right real quick. Oh, I had it wrong. Horus gives you the chance at the male vampires, and Marina gives you a chance at female vampires. But I don't remember what I need to do to get him, and I don't feel like giving somebody up. So instead, we're just gonna fight him.
With great effort, you manage to stop yourself from following the man, but you are unable to even move for fear he will take hold of you. But you do feel your resistance is weakening the Striga. Focus your instincts and break this creature's hold on you.
We should be able to handle an intellect challenge. Ooh! Spoke too soon. Damn. Okay, we may lose one of our females. Good thing we got Katniss in the wings. Yeah, there's really nothing I can do with this group. This guy's gonna kill anyone in one hit. So I'm just gonna forfeit.
You focused your minds and sharpened your instincts to beat this spell, but you know what? There was no spell. This guy is just really awesome, and ruling the night by his side sounds swell. One of your teammates leaves you to become a Striga bride, or supper, who knows.
Okay, so we lost Trebislava. That's okay. Katniss will replace her. Was that Expedition 1 or 2? Apparently that was Expedition 2. Never mind then. Because Katniss is going into my main group. Giants? Nope, goblin warriors. Very weak goblin warriors. Goodbye. Hammer time. Ah, that's better. That's more like it. Still dead, but better. I just need to poke him a little, and then he can kill him. More hammers. More hammers. Send the ghost out. Get rid of that card for the hell of it. And we're done. So you only have one warrior, but all of your gatherers are badass. And then you can come back from that. You just have to be a little bit smarter in your fights for the time being, and just focus all of your children growing up to be warriors. I would also build at least one building that has attract human, and you'll slowly replenish. Didn't it just say I have a new turn? How come I got no movement if that's the case? I'm so confused. Oh! No? Yes? Maybe? Oh. How come you... Huh? I'm so confused by what just happened. He must have had a blessing of strength. Okay. Ghost, you don't need that anymore. You need this more than the medic skill. That was so weird. Because I can just hold on to this and pop it on him if anybody gets injured. Okay, there we go. Now I can move. I'm so far away. Diamond should be right there. Yep. That's an auto-resolve, it's just a bear. Just wolves.
Your village is swarmed by the wailing wraiths. They are a force of pure darkness, a menacing wave of tormented souls who seek nothing but the destruction of all life. It seems they have become more frequent of late, more angered and active for some reason.
And this is why I kept the Baba Yaga. Because she's got 17 magic. Makes her super good at this.
Mystical ways of magic create a protection spell.
What?
It holds much of the evil at bay, but you still need to fight or lives will be lost.
Of the 14 or 15 people in my village that could get a permanent stat boost, the itty bitty spider gets it. Why? Oh, that's such a waste. I'm just gonna auto-resolve this. There, that's better.
Force of the wailing wraiths. This time, none of your people died.
That's more like it. Leoslav, how's your magic? Pretty good. And we gain some levels. What do we got? Our sage is a pretty damn good medic now. I like it. Got a little bit of health in there. Cool. Expedition 1. Somebody who's not our medic becomes a little bit better at medic. It's kind of, hey, there we go. That's what I like to see. Our medic is getting better as well. That's a good level. And the village. Lots of strength. A little bit of health. Cool. Let's continue the long trek home. And we are fighting some undead. We will auto-resolve the hex. Don't need any of this gear. And Expedition 2. Let's get that diamond going. Okay. Oh, did we not have wood? Okay, we just never enabled it. Cool, cool. Enable that, turn those off for now. So, he needs another 90, which is 18 skill, which would be these two. Perfect. Then we do that and that. We still need 80, which is another 16 skill. Not enough. Oh well. And then for the hell of it, get some amber going. Blessed paths are after the palisade, right? I believe so. Let me double check that for you real quick. Yes, it is right after the palisade. So you need a total of 4 research points to get it. More spiders.
Another night falls over Thea, and restless souls of the damned seek out the living in envy and anger. You can almost feel the approaching wave of these infernal wraiths seeking to burden your souls. But this night, a welcomed guest is seen in the shadows, a lapiduk, the spirit catcher. This bizarre-looking creature, resembling an overgrown toad with long claws, yellow warts, and a row of razor-sharp teeth, is actually a humble servant of Velez, in the old days tasked with the hunting of wayward souls and misbehaved wraiths, but now hopelessly overfed and ever busy with his task of devouring evil spirits.
Let him do his thing.
Thanks to the lapiduk, your people sleep well this night, and many feel the magical touch of Velez upon them.
Continue heading home. We're gonna have like 1 day of food left by the time we make it. Bees auto-resolve. Don't need the sword. Hey, finally a 3 skull fight. I'll do this one. Warp snakes. Sadly, you're not strong enough. Hammer time. And poke you to death. Then send out our badass vampire. I just got the same event you did. Nice. The lapiduk appears a lot, I've noticed. It's nice. There's no negative effects of it that I've ever seen. Just let it do its thing and get a blessing. Send out the rest of my warriors. Let's see. Odds are pretty good at this working. Nice. And do a counter tic-tac. That should be enough. I think we're good. That definitely was not worthy of a 3 skull indicator. I guess if you're just starting out, that would be a shitty fight. Don't need the book. Samox. The only thing about them is you have to kill them in 1 hit. Still not a problem. Little poke action. You're pretty much dead now. And then hammer time. You got an event where you released a spore, then got attacked by spores? I've not seen that one yet. Alright, what do we got? What do we got going on? God, that's such a waste of a hammer attack. But I don't think he has anything else in his repertoire. Just bats. A tough bat. Okay. It's not worth it to poke because it's not going to kill. So we'll just keep sending out some warriors. First actions. Not cool. Well, I can take out one of them. It's something. Might as well shield her in the process. Not gonna kill it, but that's okay. Let's get closer with everything. That vampire is gonna be nice if I can level her up some more. Get some more health and leech on her. Would be nice. Undead! I wish I could auto-resolve you, but you AI always gives me wounds. Alright, hammer time. Oh, I get 2, eh? Double hammer time. I don't care how much you beef him up. It is not gonna save him. Counter offense, counter tic-tac. And this fight is over. You released a spore but was attacked by roaming spores, so they weren't related. Interesting. Get rid of all this gear.
As you walk down a path, your wise ones feel a slight tingle of magic in the area. They soon realize there is a hidden object nearby, protected by some spell.
Haven't seen this one either.
You investigate and find a hollowed tree that has a chest-shaped hole in it, but no actual chest. To the untrained eye, it would seem someone has removed it, but those with a magic sensitivity can feel an active protection spell.
Okay. 2 skull hex challenge is kind of easy now. I'm just gonna auto resolve.
You break the spell and reveal a chest. Inside you find a child frozen in a magical stasis. When you touch it, it wakes as if it were merely asleep.
Okay. So we got a child from a chest that was buried. Social challenge. You're 2 craftsmen and tactical spell. Ouch. Yeah, that's unfortunate, man. We'll eventually make it to the village.
The night was restless, filled with uneasy dreams and strange sounds rummaging through the village.
Oi, the poison event again.
As the sun finally rose, you began your day's chores, and all seemed fine, but alas, it was not so. Within hours, you discover dead animals lying by the village well, and soon after, people begin feeling sick. Your well has been poisoned. Without water, your people will not survive long, not while they are ailing. But you also need to clean your well to restore order. One of your rangers marks 2 spots on the map. One location with the right herbs to help the poisoned, but they are just herbs, so may not help everyone in time. Or the second location where you can find a water spirit. The spirit has the power to cleanse your well and heal your people. But remember, spirits are fickle creatures and could trick you. They are both far, so you will likely only get to one in time.
So I'm going to... You have to choose one of these, but I'm not going to do them.
Your population has grown and your strength has increased. Mere boars and bees cannot stop you, and even dragons should fear your advances. Perhaps you are ready to face some real challenges. Your scouts report an underground city of rock trolls, filled with minerals and treasures that could really boost your village. And you only need to fight your way through hordes of trolls to get it.
Interesting. And it's titled Bear Lair instead of Troll whatever. So the reason I'm not going to worry about that event is you can kind of cheese that event by sending everyone who got poisoned let's see, who else? You did not, so you will stay and protect the village. You did. You did not. Wait, I know an easier way to do this. None, and then we want heavily poisoned. Yeah, heavily poisoned. So you. Spiders can stay and protect. We have 2 warriors, a gatherer, a craftsman. Let's send the Baba Yaga and the Pincanet as well to help them out. They're going to need a little bit of wood and a little bit of food. And what we're going to do is send them to the herbalist hut who cures poisons. Thankfully, it's an exactly 1-day trip.
You find the solitary hut of the herbalist. It is a small wooden abode with a straw roof and smoke coming out of the chimney. There is a distinct smell of herbs and medicines in the air. An elderly lady walks out from the house to greet you.
Welcome, travellers. What brings you to my home? Yes, indeed I can, but I haven't survived as long as I have by running a charity. If you wish to be healed, you will do me a favour. Beware, for healing wounds I require food and wood as payment, as well as a favour. But I am warning you, even if you fail the favour, I still take the goods. Poisons are cheaper, I only require a favour. So, do you need to be cleansed of a poison or wounds?
So now time to take care of the poison.
I will cleanse your blood from the venom that infects it, but I need a favour. You see, I play this game with my friend. It is a tactical game. We both have an army made of wooden models, and we built this mock-up map. And, well, our armies fight against each other. But you see, I had a bit too much herbal medicine and cannot think straight. I will get myself sober and you play the game. If you win, I'll give you the cure. If you lose, well, you know, I won't. Deal?
Basically, we're going to play chess. Okay, warrior. Okay. Can get rid of one of the tactic cards. Poke this one. First action, eh? I can do so as well. But only once. Baba Yaga, shield, first action. Send this guy out, shield. Last card. And we win, no more poison.
Well done. You did your part, so I will do mine. Here, take this. Drink it whole and try not to gag. Now, time for me to get back to work. Come back if you ever need help again.
Alright, get them back to the village. And put them all back to work.
Thea is not an easy place to grow up in, but alas, grow up we must. One of your children has matured into a young adult and is ready to join your village and rebuild Thea.
Still need more warriors.
Becoming an adult is an important rite of passage. The whole village celebrates this joyous occasion. The youngster places a food offering at the altars of their gods, in thanks and in hopes for a good future.
So this one must be in my expedition party.
The whole land is shaken with tremors. Groans and thudding footsteps are heard throughout. The tremors and wild groans eventually stop, but they leave you with a sense of dread.
Come on, giants. Appear. Hey, Holy Hog is back. He's bringing luck to my gatherers and gave me 3 exotic fruit. Not very helpful. Alright. That warrior was not in my expedition. Weird, she just didn't get the bonuses. Wait a minute, I don't see her anywhere. I'm going mad apparently. Nope, there she is. Oh, that's right. This group found that child in the chest, buried underground. Well, they conveniently have gear for her. I know my group's about to starve, but they'll make it home. Okay. So we picked up a ghost that we don't really need. We don't need all this wood. Get rid of all the miscellaneous stuff. Keep the random bits of food. We don't need the wicker. Any of the string. Alright. I had plenty of fish. Why wasn't I eating the fish? Whatever. Let's just bank on the fish for now. Take 1,000 of it. That'll let me search for quite a while. Alright, let's check out this armor. Folklore. The medic, definitely. Leech, that's going on my vampire. Okay. Starting with my medic. There you go. And then the vampire. You get the leech one. And what else we have? Herbalism, tactics, folklore. Well, the herbalism is not really all that useful. So what do you have? None of those. Oh, that's right, I want Katniss in this group. Who was that just now that has nothing really useful for me? You, but you have a hammer, and I want that hammer to stay. I don't need the bandit. Remove all of your gear. Goodbye, bandit. Come here, Katniss. Okay, Katniss, what do you got? You have herbalism, so I guess you can have that armor. Because you don't have any of the other skills that we've got. Yeah. You can go ahead and take those jewelry. Have a hammer instead of a spear. Take the bow. Alright, back to what I was doing. So I guess I'll give you the good quality one with speech. Yeah. You already have some. You have folklore. How's your tactics? Non-existent. Here's some folklore. You don't have tactics. Apparently I don't have very much tactics in my group. Peter or the witch? The witch has the least armor right now, so I guess she gets it. Oh, never mind, that answers that question. She can't equip it. Katniss, for now, enjoy some extra strength. Here, have some good quality dragon armor. And I think that's everyone. Yep. Cool beans. Drop all this off. See if anyone in town can use it. I know I got some new people. There we go. She needs gear. Here's a good quality dragon armor. Don't have any like amazing weapons for you. Take a poison axe, I guess. Next. The Baba Yaga needs better armor. The Ghost needs armor. The Pyconette cannot equip anything. Alright, that's good enough for now. Now I need to manage my supplies. Enable the fish. Yeah. So we still are on the search for giants. Let's go to the right this time. They are almost out of food. Really? Go ahead and eat those as well. That's better. So let's check out what's over here.
You come across a hidden stash, and it looks like whatever is inside may still be intact. At the last moment, you realize the stash is protected by a hex. Remember, without magic users, the fight will likely be impossible.
Let's break it, and it's just gonna be an auto resolve.
You broke the hex. Whatever magic trick protected the stash is now gone. You are free to grab your loot.
That moonstone would have been nice earlier. Okay, can't move anymore.
You are ambushed by orc bandits. They are charging at you and don't look eager to talk about it. You only have seconds to decide what to do.
Let's drop everything and run. Oh, that would be a bad day to misclick that as a joke. They're gonna be easy no matter what. Is a tactics fight really worth it? Let's just kill them. Alright, let's hope you don't have spears. If you do, whatever. So, you're very dead. For the hell of it, I'm gonna poke you. So that's 36, 56. Not quite enough to kill both. So we're gonna poke you again. You made the watchtower with 50 ancient wood and can see 5 tiles past the city. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Especially right now since you're kind of reeling from some bad fights. That way you can see what's coming at you and prepare for it. Alright, that should be overkill.
You have defeated the orc ambushers. You realize a few of them have broken their weapons in a last act before dying, but perhaps some can be salvaged.
Don't need any of it. The bow, maybe. Dragon leather is always nice. Does anybody even need a bow at this point? It's a good one, so I can find somebody. There we go. And that was just a ruin. I don't care. I want giants. Let's go up. Or not. Some mock. Looks like goblins. Not really worth it. You made use of that already. Saw 3 skulls sprinting towards your city and put your woodcutters. Yeah, good plan. You gonna make a palisade? Yes. That'll give you. What will that give you? I don't even remember what I built mine out of now that I think about it. Oh, mine's out of crappy materials and it gave me 4. Pretty sure ancient wood is gonna give you 6 or more. I could probably find out. Nope. I am low on ancient wood, sadly. Let's see what a mithril and moonstone would do. 7 shielding with attract human, or 7 and 5. That would be nice. I'm not gonna worry about it though. You see, he's gonna be a fortress. Good plan. Let's see. Let's go up here. Ooh, could it be? Could it be? Oh, it's just an orc fighter. Damn it! I was hoping that was a giant. Unliving corpses. Oh, look at the time. I've already gone over my limit for today. Alright, let's finish this fight. Double hammer. Poke ya. Poke ya again. Let's get rid of one of your offensive cards. And we win. Get rid of all this gear. Alright guys, that's it for tonight. The hunt for the giants is going to continue tomorrow. Same time, starting at 7 p.m. Pacific. Hopefully I can find 3 different giant groups so that I can lure out the Umbrage Lord and we can end this run. And then think about either starting another one or jumping into a different game for a day or two to kind of decompress from this. I can't believe I've gone 500 turns and still haven't seen any giants yet. This is really weird. Usually I encounter them by like turn 150. I mean, that's the best way to play Limey Honey. I kind of have stopped focusing on that because I have such high-end gear now. But yeah, when you're first starting out, if you can knock out all of their cards and not have to fight them and then you just attack that discard pile, that's the best tactic right there. Anyways, I am calling it a night now. Thanks for coming out and watching, especially you, Limey Honey. It's always fun chatting with you, especially about Thea. It's one of my favorite games. So, I am Demordred. If you want to check me out again, I try to stream every day from 7 to 9 p.m. Until tomorrow, enjoy your night.